What's up, everybody? It's your local hero here with my guest host.
aka the altar, bringing problems to me.
All right, now, as you can see, I'm not outside. I'm not smoking a cigar. It is way too humid for me. It's way too humid for him. Um, our cigar smoking schedule will resume probably probably next episode, which we would have the creator and owner of Definition Cigar. We're doing something with him next, so y'all definitely look out for that episode. Um, so B1, we got a special guest.
We do. Today we have the lovely Adonica. So Adonica,
Uh,
why don't you introduce
oh,
yourself to the people?
Hey everybody, my name is Adonica Rowland. I am from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I recently launched my own line of cigar sticks called Sticks and Stones. I'm very excited about it. Excuse me, I said cigar sticks. I meant cigar pins, also known as nubbers, also known as cigar picks. So I'm
for
very
people with
excited
fat
about
fingers
it.
like me, so that helps me
Yeah,
smoke because I can't.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
So yeah, the big picture behind it is, I like things that are nice. I like things that are kind of flashy. I love colors. So a lot of times, like you're saying, when you're holding a stick, you get to the end of it and it gets a little hot or it's just so short, you can't hold it anymore. So the big picture is you can take your cigar pin and you can
Hold on,
I
everybody.
think she's just having some audio issues.
Yeah,
She
I think we
dropped out.
lost it real quick, so she'll be back. But yeah, another thing what I like about the pens though, for me, is when you get that cigar, it's really good, but your fingers is just too big. You got so much more on the cigar, but your fingers is just too big. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you just sitting there
Yeah,
looking
it's
like
just so,
like
so
like
yeah.
what is
So
this?
I ain't gonna lie. So what I used to do was, do I have my I don't have it in here with me. So I either used to take the long matches, and put it up through the cigar, and I smoke
Uh-huh.
that way, or I had a pocket screwdriver that would stick through there, and I smoke before I got my. I left my pen in the car before I got my pen. So now that I got the
Not,
pen. It's a
I'm
lot
not
better.
gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did try once because usually I don't smoke mine that far down.
Hmm.
I only smoke it up like right around where my fingers are, and then I'm done with it by that point. But one time I was like, I'm gonna smoke this thing all the way down, and
Hmm.
I didn't have anything to put in it. And you know what I used?
What's that?
Oddly enough, I used a corn cob holder. Not even gonna lie, just poked it right in there.
I mean, look, if it get it done, it gets it done, man.
Hey,
That's
hey, it
that's
held a
that's that's how
cigar.
I look at it. If it gets it done, it gets it done.
Hey,
So that's my whole thing. That's what that's about. Because like I
see,
said, you sometimes
that's one to know, one to grow.
every once in a while you should have them good ones. You be like, man, I really don't. Man, it's a good one, man. You be like, I don't want to just throw this away. And there's so much of the cigar left. You like, uh. Speaking of which, what you drinking today,
Yeah,
my friend?
you know me. Same thing as always. I'm still drinking on that West bottle. It's starting to grow on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really starting to grow on me. Like it was really strong with that first one that I had. Like the very
Mm-hmm.
first time I tried it, it was really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I did have to temper mine down with like a splash of water,
Yeah. See, yeah. Sometimes you do.
just a
I
little
got
bit,
you. I'm
and it
still with
actually
the
changed the flavor a little bit, and it's not as harsh as it was.
still with the Nyan. Y'all still doing that.
I, I still got
Still
to
doing
get
that.
that. I still got to find that.
I'm bringing some to Chicago. I'm bringing some to Chicago. You're gonna be okay. All right, let me go ahead. Let me put her back in. Okay, here we go.
all
All
right.
right.
Hey
All right,
everybody.
all right. So we was back. We was at the flat. You like the flashy part?
Yeah, I like, the pins. You see them come in all different shapes, forms, and sizes. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I realized is, again, I think I just heard that you used a corn cob.
I did. I used the corn cob
I did too. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie. I did
okay.
too.
That's
I did too.
funny. That is
Well,
hilarious. And you know
before
what? It's
before I got a
okay.
pen.
It's quite all right. You look, just don't do that in public. Just don't do
Now
that in
look,
public.
Hey,
hey, look.
it's
I
what
was
was
telling
handy.
everybody. I used pocket screwdrivers. I used the long matchsticks, and I was taking the long matchstick and stick it up in. Look, Man,
Oh
I
man,
got
oh
I got
man.
my
All
poker
right,
now though. I got my
okay,
poker now.
okay.
I
Well,
got I'm
look,
good now.
check this out. We gonna get you guys a cigar pen because there's some pretty nice alternatives to the corn cob holder and the matchstick and whatever else, the screwdriver.
Man,
I've heard a number of things, so we're gonna hook you guys up.
But
I
you know,
got we got fat
I
fingers.
like to be I like to be different. So the corn cob holder, hey, that's my
Oh,
little
that's
flashy style.
hey, look.
That makes me
You know
stand
what?
out.
You like to be different. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now that's different. That is different. Like you hit the nail on the head with the corn cob holder.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
yeah. Now
Hey,
cause what
just give it a
I,
few decades, and you're gonna see everybody else doing it. Just
Oh
give it a few decades.
man, as long as Sticks and Stones is around, I'm gonna try my best to make an alternative a little bit more suitable for our needs when we're smoking our sticks down to the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Hey, there
All right,
you
so I
go.
was
You're gonna have a
talking
cigar. You might come up with a cigar corn cob holder. Say, look at that.
no, we're not doing that. No.
I'm so innovative.
What we're
Oh
Look at
not gonna do
that.
is that. All right, so
no.
I was talking to a couple of cigar lounge owners, and from what I'm hearing, it come to find out that black women are the fastest growing cigar smokers, and like it used to be a boys. Let me tell you. So when I first started smoking cigars, I was the only one on the block doing it. Everybody's like, "Man, you like an old Republican, man. Nobody smokes cigar." Fast forward, everybody's smoking cigars now. When I go back home, all the people that was like, "Man, how you smoking a cigar?" Now they smoking cigars. I'm like, "See, I told you." So I like this
You bring
podcast. Basically, we bringing hip hop into the cigar lounge, man. That's what we doing.
You bring up a good point because that's kind of my theory. When I think about myself, I'm fairly young. My birthday is actually tomorrow, so I can still claim that I'm fairly young. But
Oh, happy.
well, thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you. So the cool thing is, I think we have the same concept, and that's why I jumped on your opportunity to, come on so quick because I started looking at your page and I listened to a couple of your podcasts. I was like, yeah, I don't even have to talk to this gentleman right here. He got it. I think we in the same lane. I feel the
Mhm.
same way, and I feel like, you're right. There's more women that smoke cigars, that we see. In past times, if you think about women smoking historically, at one time it just wasn't permitted, and then at other times they were the long cigarettes, and then it went down to the
Frowned upon and
cigarillos.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So when you think about how cigars have evolved, and like you said, how they crossed over into our community, younger community, in a cultural aspect, I think
Mhm.
that for me, one thing that I'm realizing is that I really like certain cigar accessories. And pins
Mhm.
is one of the things that I'm really starting to enjoy. For me, like I said, for a number of reasons, sometimes when I'm smoking, I don't always want my hands to smell like cigars the next day or something like that.
True.
I'll
Yeah.
use my pen, and like you said, you got into some cigars where you're like, man, I'm not ready to put it out yet, and you get
It
to the
just
end,
be
and
so
you're like,
good. Yeah.
man, woof. It'd be one of those sticks. You like, I can't. And then I did a pop up over the weekend, my first pop up, and one gentleman told me he could not smoke certain cigars without his pen because the cigars that he would choose, they have different flavors throughout, and once you get to the end it's a totally different flavor. So I
Yeah.
think that's the unique and innovative uh, rationale behind using a pen. And again, for me, I just love colors. I like gems, and my pens, like I said, you'll see pens all over. I've gone to a cigar week and I really didn't see too many, but the ones I saw, they were okay. A lot of, just kind of basic colors, mostly grays, silvers, and steels. But mine, they're a little bit more innovative. I use a lot of bright colors. I use a lot of bright gems and stones, really eye catching. And I want people to feel like when they go to my online store, or if I'm vending out in public, they went to some sort of a high end store and picked out their cigar pen. That's the theory behind my
Right.
packaging. That's the theory behind my line.
I'll
Okay.
say something that makes you feel good about what you just bought. Because I mean, like for me, and that goes with anything that I buy. I don't want something that I'm gonna see 50,000 other people with. So like if
Mhm.
I go buy shoes, like I don't really wear Jordans
Mhm.
because I don't want to walk outside. I don't want to go to a store or go to a club or a party or something and you got 20 other people in there with the same exact shoes on.
Oh yeah.
No, we can't do that.
No.
Like I need something different. You know, I don't want to have to coordinate what I'm doing with everybody else in the world. So, and I mean, I did look at some of the pins that you had. I'm not a real big flashy guy. Like I'm not into the bright colors and stuff like that.
That's me.
But those
That's
were
me.
dope.
I'm
Those
the
pins
bright
were
color. I'm the bright color
those
guy.
picks were actually pretty dope. Like I seen a couple of those and a couple of the color combinations, and I was like, usually I wouldn't be into this, but I'd have to get that. Yeah, I might have to
You know
get
how
that one.
Oh,
you
well,
know how
thank
hard
you.
you know how hard it takes. You know how long it takes me to talk him out of wearing black.
Look,
Don't put B1 on the spot like that.
I do.
look, I tell
If you
everybody I stick with neutral colors. My main colors that you will ever see me wear: black, blue, red, gray.
if you
That's
look
pretty
through the
much my whole
profiles,
wardrobe.
if you look through his profiles, you will see that I'm the color one and he's just the blah one.
See,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just,
funny. Well, you
but
know
see, for
what's
me,
interesting.
I just work. Like my wardrobe is built for work because that's all I do. I go to work and I go home. So it's like I don't need anything flashy. I don't need anything
Oh,
expensive. Like I'm gonna get oil on it. So why am I trying to buy anything, too flashy? Like he'll go outside and he'll have on like all pastels. So he'll have on a pink shirt with like some teal shorts or whatever, something like
And the
that.
shoes
That's what
and the
he'll
shoes and
wear.
socks. And the shoes and socks.
Me?
Let's not forget that.
Oh yeah,
all
he gotta
right,
have the socks and the shoes.
all right.
Like
I'm here
that's
for it.
that's him. Me, I'm the one where, hey, look, if you need something lifted, you needed somebody to get dirty. Hey, I'm always dressed to get dirty.
Look, I get dirty at work and that's all I need to get dirty. Like Pop say, your shoes and your clothes gotta coordinate.
Yeah,
You know your
I'm with
you know
you.
your father got on mushrooms.
Gotta coordinate. But yeah, so
So,
okay, so I got one for you. I got an interesting question for you. So how did you first get into cigars?
so it kind of happened in waves. So one time, I was just out, and I used to go to Total Wine quite a bit.
Mhm.
Um, and I would just see them, and I walk right past them. Yeah, pretty cool, right? I would
Oh yeah.
see them. I'm like, I'll just keep going. But one day, I happened to, walk outside, and the Total Wine I was near, it was near a coffee shop, and I smelled a cigar, and I was like, man, that smells great. And so I was like, let me just go in and see if they got something small. Because one thing I did know about cigars, it takes a long time to smoke them. And I was like, man, I'm not about to be sitting here for hours. So I started out, yeah. So I started out, and it was funny because, like, at the time I had a 2-year-old. So, man, it was like, I got to have something that, just kind of lets me be
Real
me,
quick.
right, real
Yeah.
quick. So I found the little Monte Cristos. It's like I think it's a 5-pack in the little tin can. You've probably seen
Mhm.
them before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was like, let me start
Yeah.
out with this. Man, I took him to like this little open area where it was a whole bunch of kids, and it was almost like a strip mall, but you could go out, sit, eat, and everything. And it was a
Okay.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a group that used to go out there, and they were smoking and letting the kids play. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know if that mixed, but whatever. So they would be out there drinking coffee, smoking. So I was like, all right, forget it. I'm gonna just sit out here, smoke this little small stick. Man, that was like the best 35 minutes of my life. I was like, yeah, this is a game changer. Because when I got him back to take him home, I was so mellow. I was like, I felt like I had did something adult like for that moment. Even though I was out with, kids and stuff, I felt like
Mommy,
an
I want
adult.
ice cream for dinner. Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
We good.
you getting it. That's what you getting. You want ice cream? You got 3 places to choose from. Which one you want?
We
So
cool.
from then on, I was like, man, that was pretty dope. So then one time for work, I had to travel to Santa Fe, and what they call it's almost like a rail yard, but what we would call like a flea market. And
Mhm.
they're out and
Okay.
they're literally women hand rolling cigarillos. And so I
Mhm.
was like, this is dope.
Oh,
Right. It was pretty dope. And yeah. So just like we would go, like you're saying, in where you guys are and where I am, we would call it the flea market. I went and I was like, let me get one.
Mhm.
Man, let me tell you. Now that was awesome because the tobacco, it was like you could smell it, as you're walking up. So, to
Right.
light it and smoke it, it was just like, again, that light feeling. And these were a little bit lighter, but the smoke itself, it was again a short smoke, just what I needed because I was, out and about and I was at a conference for work and I just needed that little moment to myself. But that was perfect. So that's pretty much how it all happened. So that's been
Now
about
see for
12 years in.
yeah, now see for me that'd be a cool experience, like to smoke a fresh rolled cigar.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you,
Like
it's
you put that together, and as soon as you done, hand it to me. Like I
oh yeah,
might
I'm
light it up
telling
while it's still in your hand. Like before I even get it. Like I'm
I had
just
a
saying.
you. It
I had
was
a
an
couple.
awesome experience. It was an awesome
I'm into
experience. I'm telling you.
I'm into a few cigar lounges that do that. They got their own hand rolled brand, and every once in a while
Mm,
they bring the hand rollers out, and then you'll get to try it like that. They actually have like hand rolled bundles, like they'll roll the bundle for you right there. It is amazing the fact that they can roll them many cigars that quickly is just amazing while smoking a cigar. Some of
Yeah,
them.
and that's the
that
funny
take
thing. They would have them in their mouth,
takes
the
some
little
talent.
cigarillo, have it on the side, like we see in the movies, they have it on the side, and every time they talk is moving. Same thing, but they sitting there rolling those cigarillos. And I mean, again, it was just a unique experience. And but that is really when I picked up on smoking cigars. And here recently, during the pandemic, man, like, just trying to, when we were
You ain't really have
all
much else to do.
inside. Right, when we were all trying to like keep our sanity, I really tapped into different brands and really learning more about cigars because again, it was more for just kind of recreation. I just knew that I loved it and something I enjoyed, but that's when I really started getting into learning more about actual cigars and the tobaccos and things. To take it a step further, I'm actually a part of a cigar club. You may or may not have heard of the Good Time Gang. They
No, I
are
haven't heard of them. I'm a part
okay.
of
I
Barrel
have heard.
Burners though. I'm with
What's
the
the name
Barrel
of it?
Burners. Cigar Barrel Burners.
They're burners. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Good
Barrel
Time.
Burners Mafia.
Gotcha. Yeah, Good Time Gang actually started in DC in
Okay.
November 27th, 2012. And they have chapters all over, but I'm gonna have to get the info about your cigar group because that one's new to me too. But I'm part of Good Time Gang. We have a chapter here in Raleigh. We
Okay.
meet actually tonight. I'm gonna go probably meet with them. We meet on Wednesday evening down at our beloved cigar bar here, Havana Deluxe. But yeah, that is how
I was thinking about
I
going to
got
Raleigh too, cause y'all ain't that far from me, honestly.
no, your
Raleigh ain't
car
that far.
ride. Come on
See, I
down.
just feel like I feel like I'm so far away from everything here in
Cause
Kansas.
you are so
Yeah,
far away from everything.
I'm so close.
Nobody
No,
is. There's nothing in
no, no.
Kansas. It's corn. There's corn in
It,
Kansas.
Oh,
It's
no, that's
corn.
Iowa. Thank you very
Cause
much.
nobody
We
ever
have
said.
cows.
Nobody in
no,
their
not
life has
corn.
ever said, "Let's go to Kansas for vacation."
We
Okay.
got that. That is a
But
lie.
anyway,
A lot of people go to a lot of people go to Kansas City. All right, a
yeah,
lot of
when you
people.
can't go to a better city. Anyway, look, that's neither here nor there.
Don't hate on my state.
So the question is, shut up. You from Chicago. So the question is, what right now is your favorite cigar? Like, what is your go to cigar? You sitting there, you at the lounge, you're like, oh, I don't know what to smoke. I'm just gonna smoke my regular. What would that be for you?
Oh man. Oof. Look, you know what? It depends on what kind of week I'm having.
That's the
So,
same thing I say.
man, look, seriously, and I mean, I know that's look. If you're saying it and B1 threw his hand up, I guess I can fairly say that might sound cliche, but really, it depends on what kind of week I'm having.
No,
Because
no, it's
like
true.
this, yeah, because this week is okay. Now tonight I'll probably smoke a Rocky Patel.
Okay.
That's definitely, one of my go-tos, period, as far as a line goes. That's one of my go-tos.
I'm not a
Recently I think
huge fan,
you're not a huge
but
fan.
I'm not a huge fan of Rocky Patel. But he
Nah,
has
he's
two
not.
cigars. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Rocky Patel, he has two cigars that if you offer them to me, or if I see them, I'm gonna buy them. The Disciple and the
Hmm.
55.
Oh yeah.
And even the Edge. I even do the Edge. I do the Edge, but the 55 and the Disciple. My buddy had me try because I'm working at a cigar lounge part time now because I
Okay.
like cigars. So we was at the lounge and we was doing the interview. He already knew me, but we was doing the interview, and he's like, "Here, try this." I'm not a huge fan of rock. He said, "No, try this." because he knows my palate. I was like, dude, I got to get more of these right here. Like those two right there those are my go to. Even though I'm not a fan, when people walk in, they be like, I don't like Rocky Patel. Like, yo, try these.
Now
Mm.
the only one I've actually tried from Rocky Patel so far, I did actually go and try it, was the white label.
Oh yeah,
It's
that white
that like
label.
real
Like that.
fancy looking one with the
No, we know,
rose ribbon
we know.
around
Hey,
it.
hey, look.
Yeah,
We know, we know,
You
yeah.
know
we
what?
know.
You know what? Don't do B1 like that. I'm listening,
Well, you
B1.
know
I'm
what?
listening. I'm listening.
Y'all know, but some of the people who are
Right.
watching and
The
listening
B1, just know
don't
I'm
know.
listening. I'm listening,
So
B1.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I have to
I'm
give
sorry.
them a description so that if they
All
decide to go
apologies.
look for this cigar, they need to know what to look for.
All apologies. No, you don't. Just walk in
Although
and
it
ask
does,
for it
although it does say white label, but
on the
that's
box.
beside the point.
Yes, but anyway,
Uh,
no, that's neither here nor there. I apologize.
hey, look, you know how many times I walk past cigars with the name on the box and be like, "Hey, I can't find this cigar," and the
I,
person will come in and look at it and be like, "It's right there in front of you."
you know what? I honestly, I just know the bands. Like I've
Like
smoked
I was
so many
testing your knowledge.
cigars, and I know what I like. I know the bands. I don't even have to look at the cigar. I only be paying attention sometimes. I'm like, oh, a Sodom 13. Oh, a lunatic.
And see, I'm still learning, so I'll randomly just like grab something different that I've never had.
That,
Because for
that,
me, my go-to is Drew Estate. Any Drew Estate.
I like
Okay.
Drew Estate. I
Uh,
like
I
Drew
like.
Estate.
that's my fallback. But every once in a while, like I'll always pick that one up when I go. I'll pick up a Drew Estate while I'm there. But then I try to find something else that I haven't had
Now
and
Mm-hmm.
try
here's
that.
number.
Like that Psycho 7. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have did that with the 5 Vegas. I'm just gonna put that out there. Shouldn't have done
Uh-oh.
it.
I'm not
Uh-oh.
a huge
But
fan of them either. I just never had one
Uh-oh.
that I like. But what I am
I,
going to
I
do, so here's my question. Here's my question.
oh, that was a bad one.
I don't like it either. So here's my question. Since we know we don't like Five Vegas, what cigar do you like the least? Like what cigar? If somebody put it in front of you, be like, oh,
Like even on your worst day, you would not smoke that cigar.
Oh, dang. Man, it's called a diesel.
the Diesel. Which one?
Man, I don't even know. Like you said, I know that rapper, but stay away from me, Satan.
You talking about the brown and orange one?
You know what? It's like a darker gray. If
Oh no,
I'm
no, that
not
ain't that one. It's probably the
mistaken.
rabbit. It ain't whiskey. Yeah, you talking about the rabbit? I don't think it's whiskey roll, but yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They're so like I like them, but they sell so little in the market that we're in that we're just selling them two buy one get one
So
to try to get them out.
I'm convinced that there's actual diesel in this cigar. That's how raw. Like,
So
okay, so
Look
what?
at
like
the
it's
diesel
somebody
pill.
just standing and somebody
Right.
just standing there with a pump, just putting
Yeah,
diesel over the
somebody done
tobacco
took
as
a
they're
little
rolling it.
sip. Somebody done took a syringe and pumped that sucker. So it's a really nice cigar. Well, it's really like a vape store, right? But a lot of our vape
Mhm.
stores here sell cigars and they have a really nice humidor. So this particular vape store has a really nice humidor. And one day, I'm like you, B1. I have my faves, I'll grab them, but I was like, all right, let me be optimistic. Let me try this and this and this. So I got
Always trying
that
to
one.
try one.
And yeah, as soon as I lit it up, I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What happened? Because this don't smell like what I'm normally, what I'm accustomed to. So, man, I took that
Right.
first draw. I was like, oh, no, let's put this on out. Let's go on to the next one. And again, I don't know. Maybe I'm willing to try it again, but right now, like I'm gonna press the brakes because that wasn't fun. I ain't like that.
I know
See, like
that's what I did
like for
with Five
me,
Vegas. I had
I was gonna say,
I had the sample pack, so I
Uh-huh.
didn't just try that one. I tried another one and another one, and I was like, you know what? And I was housing them like half. It was half done. I was just housing them out of here.
Oh wow.
like see, for me, I just tried one, but in all honesty, when I lit it up, when I took that first draw off of it, the first thing that popped into my head was probably the same thing. Well, it's a real common phrase in black culture. The
Mm-hmm.
devil is a lie. When I
Yeah.
drew that, I was like, the devil is a lie. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck is this? Like, no, no, like, and
he
and the
told me
thing is,
he
if it
he
was
told
if it
me
was bad, If it was
Tell her what you
bad
tell
because
me.
if it was
Tell her what you
bad
told
because
me.
the flavor was bad, then I would
Mm.
understand. But it was bad because it had no flavor.
The
Mm.
man
Like,
told me it tastes like outside.
yeah,
And
like
Oh.
like
you gotta
if
have a
you
country
roll up
ass
a
black
piece of
parent to
paper,
know what the hell that means. If you got a
if
country
you
Oh.
ass
roll
black
up
parent,
if you roll up a piece of paper with nothing in it, like just a piece of paper, and you
Mm-hmm.
light that on fire and you take a draw off of it,
a brown
Oh
paper
that's
no.
what
bag,
that
not
cigar
just a piece of
that's
paper,
what
So
that cigar tasted like to me.
a brown
That
paper
is what
bag.
that tasted like to me.
that puts me in the mind of what I don't know if you've ever seen this cigar. Someone that I know that shall remain nameless smokes them. They're called quorums. I don't know if you've ever seen
I've
Mm-hmm.
never
and
seen
they
that.
I
it
do not
smells
like
like
those.
so to me, the quorums, whatever you're describing, the outside reference makes me think of the same thing. It's almost like,
I do not like
in the
those.
country, in the country when people burn trash.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It
what I
smells like hopelessness and
that's
despair.
right. That's what quorums smell like to me.
Yeah, you know what? I would, and to be honest with you, I would get a factory smoke before I get that.
Smells
Yes.
like
Those are
all
just
smells
Yeah.
like
those about
all of your mistakes come to fruition. That's what it
Yeah.
smells like.
like I be
Quorum is
sitting there, people.
probably like the Colt 45 of cigars or something. Like, yeah.
No, I said
Oh
it's the
no,
four.
that's
It's definitely
Billy
no.
D.
It's definitely for loco. Um,
For loco?
you giving it way too much credit. Way too much credit.
For
Because I had my
loco.
buddy and he was like, man, he's like, I want a cigar, but I ain't got a lot of money. I'm gonna get this corn. I'm like, no, get the factory smoke. That's a lot better cigar. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
well, it's
hilarious.
$3 here now, but at the time it was like $2.25. Like, get one of those. And in
Mm.
PA, because I used to go to school, went to school in PA. So in Pittsburgh, they got the shit souls, which made by Asylum 13, for $4. I get that. Don't get those cigars.
Mm.
Like if I'm out with the buddies and we smoke it, like those are cigars that I would give somebody if they don't smoke. And they ask, you know the type. They don't smoke and ask for a cigar, and then they'll smoke like a maybe a third of it, and then try to put it out and go for another one or say, let me smoke the one you got. Nah.
Yeah. No, you're not
Those
gonna
are
See,
waste
cigars I
I
there
couldn't
you
even
go.
say that I would do. I couldn't even say that I would do that with the Five Vegas.
Man, look, I
Like
got you. Somebody gotta learn
I
the
don't,
lesson.
I don't think that I would even get that to somebody that I just hate. Like we
You
could
gotta
be
learn the
worst
lesson with
enemies.
me.
We could be arch enemies, and I still wouldn't give you that cigar. I'd still probably be like, nah, bro, don't do it.
So that's why
I
Save
you
just don't.
yourself.
dislike it, huh? That's funny.
I
Let me
dislike it
ask
that much.
let me ask y'all a question. Do you guys have a favorite a cigar from a black owned cigar line?
Oh man, what's the name of this cigar?
He
Oh man,
does.
I was at
'Cause
oh I gotta think of it.
that's one thing that I'm definitely trying to, incorporate into
Actually,
my collection.
like I said, tomorrow, I don't know when episode will be out, but tomorrow I'm interviewing the brother from Definition Cigars, a black owned company. So I'm gonna
Okay.
talk to him. But what is it? It's something Smalls. Oh, I can't believe I forgot
See,
the name of it.
see,
But
like
yeah,
Local
so
Hero is my cigar advisor.
I
Like
was
I
at
don't really look into the like right now. Like I said, I'm just getting into smoking, so I
Gotcha.
just like kind of focus on what I like,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really get into the companies too deep because
Gotcha.
like sometimes like I mean everybody's guilty of it. Sometimes if I know too much about the company, that could make me biased on the cigar itself.
that's what happened with
Gotcha.
So I kind of like to smoke the cigars first and figure out if I like them or not, and then I'll learn about the company.
Right.
Because by that point, I can't say, "Oh, well, I don't like this cigar now." But like, no, it's too late. You know, I already said you love it.
I'm finna shoot. I'm finna shoot a question at her because this was one of my favorite cigars once upon a time. Gurkha
I
was
know
one of
you
my
getting ready
favorite
I knew
brands
you was getting ready to go there. I knew it.
until I look
I knew it. You
until
gonna
the
put me
man
out
said,
there like
"Look,
that?
no, this is my thing. This is my thing. This is my thing." And I have to tell B1 this sometimes.
Right.
When you're in this atmosphere, you have to know what to say and what not to say.
Right.
And he has been doing this long enough where he should know what to say and what
Mm-hmm.
not to say. You should know what to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
And he chose not to stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where the lounge by me was selling them buy one get one. They were trying to get him the hell up out of
Oh,
there. Yeah, because it's a it's a black lounge. It's all black people.
right.
We looking at that like we not rocking with that.
Right.
We're not jacking what he said. With that, what he said, we're not jacking. And the 15 year, the 21 year, the ghost.
The
I'm talking
ghost.
about. I was a Gurkha fanatic,
The
and
redhead
he said
cherry
that, and
though.
I was like, man, I gotta ride out with my people, and I was mad because I liked that shit, man. I'm telling you, Rick, the ghost was
Yeah,
my man.
yeah,
See,
that
I
ghost and
never
the
got to
redhead
have that.
cherry out of Gurkha. The redhead cherry, I like that one. The way
Oh, you
that
know
one
what?
smells.
I haven't had that. We got so many of those.
Ooh,
I'm gonna try one day.
yes, try. I mean,
Um,
this even if you just sit there and let it burn, just because you want to be, you just want to let him know how you feel, personally on a personal level. Even though he can't see it, and he ain't gonna let you just see him, burning his
I took
stick. But it smells amazing. That's
I,
an amazing smelling stick.
well, they got rid of them. I took a hiatus though. I took a long hiatus, man. And I was like, you know
Gotcha.
what? I couldn't rock with that, man. I couldn't jack them
It
after
just
that.
hurts your heart, huh? Really hurt
It,
Yeah.
your heart. It's got you right there.
but I really like this. The problem. I really, really, really like that brand. Like I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you
It's a
something,
good
and
stick.
because I've met Padermo. I took pictures with Padermo. I'm a fan of pictures because I got to post them on the what you call it. But my thing is this: I would clothesline Padermo if he fuck up Padermo for me. you, if you ever watch this, and I'm gonna leave the old man alone. Nick, I'm talking to you, Nick. Let me talk to the kid. Nick, I'm
Oh,
talking to you, Nick. If you let your
Mm.
father say some wild ass shit, that's your ass, buddy.
Nick, look, Nick, don't do it. And look, we already had
Don't
one
you
this guy.
do not
Yeah.
mess up. Don't mess it up for us, man. Did you see what they did to Gurkha? Don't you do that.
Well,
No. No.
and I'm gonna
Learn
tell
from
No.
you
our mistakes.
the funny thing is when I rather, I can't say we. Well, I'll say we as me and one of my really good friends that I smoke with. When we found out certain things about Gurkha and the situation you're describing, we were just heartbroken because that redhead cherry was just like our almost like a go-to. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, I'm like you, B1. I found it hard to smoke as much as I love the stick, and like you're saying, local hero, the ghost.
Uh,
It was awesome. Like I found it hard to smoke
Yes.
it because I'm like I can't do that. And one of the things, like I was saying earlier, one of the things that I am trying to do is when I'm out and about, or if I hear about a black online, I try to incorporate it. This weekend, I did my first pop up in conjunction with young man that recently partnered with True Gent Cigars. And they have a pretty good selection of cigars, black owned company.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but the
We're gonna
one
we're
that
gonna we're
yeah,
gonna holler at you about that when we get off because we
oh
might run
yeah,
them on the
oh
show.
yeah, oh yeah, the one that I really liked, that I try to stick with the medium bodied. I have not moved on to full bodied yet, but it was called the True Gent Blue Boy. That was pretty good, and like
Hmm.
I said, when I find something that I like, I really try to stick with it. So I'm gonna probably get a few of those, and try to incorporate other own black owned lines. And when you find out the one that you're talking about,
I
please
thought
give me
it.
that info.
Yeah, but I thought of something else too. It was we did our first episode. Remember I tell you about that B1? The Stogie Company
yeah.
is a mobile
Got,
cigar lounge, and
got
it was a really good cigar. Like it was a really really
you.
good cigar. Like
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to get him on the show. And if you're looking at the show, man, you need to get
Yeah.
on this show, man. Because I'm trying to get him on the show definitely too. Like I said, Definition Cigars, that's a brother doing it. He going to be on the show. I'm trying to get the guy from Stogie Company on the show. It was a really good cigar. Um, like I said, I never had it before. I just was I actually went to this little what the hell do we call it? What would we call it? What the
A
hell
get
would what
together,
what would they
meet and
call it
greet.
here? No, what would they call it here? Whenever like not a farmer's market. I guess you can call it a farmer's market. They have everything out there. So
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I went there and my objective was they had these Vieira tacos and I was like I really want these tacos from this taco truck, taco boys. It look great. And I was just walking through and my spider sense got the thing. And I was like, it's a cigar somewhere around here. I just have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled my cape out and I turned to the side and I was like, there it goes.
That's funny.
And I went there
That is funny.
and I went there and yo, I'm telling you, it is one of the best cigars I've had. I'll put it up against a lot of cigars. Like it's one of the best. cigars I've had. Stogie Company. Like I said, I'm definitely trying to get him on here. Uh, I really enjoyed it. Then he had some favorite cigars, which I really wasn't a fan of. I don't know if it was like, you know how you can tell the difference when it's sprayed on rather than when it's grown together. The flavor felt like it was kind of like sprayed on, so I wasn't a huge fan of the flavored ones. But the real ones, the like I had a Nicaraguan torpedo,
Mhm.
and that was a great cigar. I was like, this cigar right here, I'm gonna start stalking this man. Hey, the next event you at, the next event, matter of fact, I might order a box off you. Like that was a really good cigar.
Cool. But yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned mobile cigar lounges because I'm starting to see more and more of them, or maybe I'm just becoming more aware they've probably already been around. But the first time that I had a mobile cigar lounge experience, it was pretty nice. We have
Hmm.
one here. It's called Bon V, woman owned, black owned. Actually, one of my sorors, she owns it, and it was so cool. It was actually maybe a year ago, 4th of July. Um, we had the cigar lounge out at a little club area, but it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
You know what? In Pittsburgh, when
That's
I
cool.
was when I was in Pittsburgh, they got something called Sassy Ash. It's a cigar lounge they call Sassy Ash, ran
Oh,
by this black
nice.
woman. It is, man. When I tell you, it's a small shop, but it has a lot of boutique brands in it. And
Mm-hmm.
what I like about it is the fact that if you're there, right, and like say like most places in Pittsburgh, like they might close at anywhere from like 9 to about maybe 1. But if you're in there and you've already been in there, you're having a good time, she'll be like, hey, she's like, y'all guys go ahead and let it keep going. Just buy some cigars off me.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
nice.
so
Hey, that's
definitely,
cool.
definitely, like yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. She very cool. So
before
I
we get
used to
out of it,
tell a lot of people that ask me that too. They'd be like, "Oh well, you know what?" And this is what a lot of women I noticed this. I'm sorry, I'm looking down because I'm trying to look up the cigar I was trying to talk about earlier. But a lot of women would ask me that. They'd be like, well, I want to smoke a cigar. I like cigars, but I'm intimidated. Like they're just so intimidated to go to the shop, and it's like, you
I
know,
think that's because for so long, smoking cigars has been seen as a manly trait.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I get,
That's something that men do.
Yeah.
And you still have some women who are just kind of like, yeah, I see some women smoking, but do I really want to do that? Or how are they going to take me? And honestly, I think sometimes women, I mean, not to be offensive, but I think women overthink things. They think people care about things that they really don't. Uh, so it's like, they'll be like, oh, well, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it because people are going to stare at me. 9 times out of 10, nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention to you. Especially if it's something like smoking cigars, or I know a lot of women who tell me that about the gym. Oh, well, I don't like going to the gym because I feel like people are staring at me. 9 times out of 10, if you're in the gym, most people are not staring at you because they're busy doing their own workouts. Like that's just something that's mental. That's just in your head that people are looking at you. And I just think that still works with the cigars because that's the big thing. They just think, oh, well, people are going to judge me for smoking a cigar. They're going to think that I'm not feminine. No, that's not the case.
yeah, let me
Hey, you
see. I
smoke
got
like
one.
everybody else.
Not to interrupt you, Rick, but I got one for you. And I didn't even know this was a black owned brand, and I smoke a lot of Blue Mountain cigars.
Oh, yeah.
They have
I
some.
love those.
I
They,
didn't know
they
that was a
have,
black owned brand. I
yeah,
do
it's
like them.
black
I like
owned.
their them cognac ones. I like those a lot too. I didn't know
I
it was
like,
black owned though.
yeah, it's black owned. I like the pineapple. My brother actually brought me one of the pineapple.
Oh,
And
that's interesting.
oh yeah, it was good though. He
Said
actually brought
pineapple. I might have to try that.
Yeah, so he had gone to I think West Virginia and went to a spot up there, and he brought me back the pineapple infused with blue. Yeah, but that is a really good. Which ones did you say you liked?
I like I've had the cognac. I've had the
Okay,
coffee, and there's another one that I like. I can't remember the other one. It might
yeah, I
have
would
been
love to
cognac.
get
So I
some
can't
more.
remember. But those are some good cigars.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah. So yeah, B1,
See,
you
I
gotta make
was,
your list.
yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
We
I'm gonna
gonna
definitely have. I'm gonna
when
have
we
to get some
go.
stuff together and figure out what
Here's
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
try.
So we're going
Y'all
back.
got
We're
to.
going back home for my birthday. For our birthday, actually, we're close to
Yeah.
birthday. We're going back home, and I'm gonna show him around. I'm gonna give him some lounges that he need to try out. You know, we're gonna get him some cigars. We're gonna give them together. He gonna be all right.
Okay. Now where is back home? I'm just curious.
Chicago.
Okay,
Chicago.
cool. Cool.
That's.
Got
I don't know if you can see it,
all
but
right. Look, I see it now that you got your hair tilted down.
yeah.
I see it.
So I
I
even got my
got
Like
you.
little
there,
my
there's
even
there's
my little
never a
Christmas
point.
even my little Christmas ornament. See my little Christmas ornament in Chicago. We all out
I'll
here.
Hey.
We all
I'll
Chicago.
say there's never a point where I don't have something Chicago around me. Uh, I actually have one of my other drinking glasses, like this one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I got. I
nice.
mean, mine sitting
Yeah.
in the shelf in
Oh,
the counter
nice.
shelf. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
So
nice. So are
yeah.
y'all
that's
doing
all
a
we do.
Chicago Cigar Week?
You know what? No, and the only reason we're gonna be
Oh
there after
man.
Chicago Cigar Week, and here's my and no look because I'm promoting this on the page. When you look, you see it. I'm promoting this on the page. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta find his name. One of my the guys from my group from Chicago. He actually has his own cigar line. But anyway, we're
Oh
gonna get to that in a
nice.
second. My problem is I'm a West Side guy. All of this is gonna be on the South Side, and
Mm.
while the South Side to many people is a cool place, when I tell them where I'm from, it might lead to some friction. So
Mm.
I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
now
be a part of that
now
at
see
all.
now see me. I'm okay. I'm okay with it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm West Side too. Like me and him grew up in the same neighborhood.
Gotcha.
However, my grandmother and my other brothers all lived out south. So I also hung out south a lot. So I'm cool with either side. Like
Okay.
I don't have those issues. Like
Gotcha.
I'm one of the few people I know I can go all around that city.
I
I
mean,
don't
I'm
have an
going wherever I
issue
want to
anywhere
go.
I go.
I just don't want no flex, but I can
Like
go
it's
wherever I want to
and
go.
see, I don't have to worry about those problems. Like, hey, we can do whatever you want to do. Like we can be cool, we can sit back and
Look,
relax.
look.
Or
I
if you
just
know
gotta
you want to
look.
get into something else, hey, I'm
See the
I'm cool with
difference.
that too. Like don't let
See
the
here,
age fool you.
here's the difference. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Right.
I think I've gotten worse with age.
Here's the
Most people
difference.
calm down when they get older.
No, here's the
I
difference.
mean,
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. If I save one more kid, I'm a regional hero, and I'm not trying to mess that up.
never never mind about the 4 puppies that you don't put down though, huh?
No, I'm not. Look, dude, none of that counts.
Puppies
None of
go
that
better.
counts. None of that counts. Once I say one more kid, I'm a regional hero, buddy. My logo is gonna
Okay.
change to
Oh,
the
okay.
to the moon, baby. I'm gone. I'm gone.
I'll say we lost a Jonica again.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. I mean, but
You
yeah.
know what? I understand that
I
though. 'Cause
didn't
like
know.
I told you earlier, I was having problems with my internet. Mine kept like I was literally sitting right outside the house and I couldn't even get your call. Like it wouldn't connect. And I
That's
apologize,
crazy.
y'all. The sun has gone down, so the lighting is different in my room. Hey, I'm black as hell, so
Oh
it gets
man.
hard to see me.
Like like
I
I
ain't
was
even
like
trip.
like I was trying to
I
explain to
I
my
love
brother
myself.
here. Like I was trying to explain to my brother here. If I save one more kitten, I'm a regional hero. I graduate local, so no more
So
locality. I'm regional. So I get a whole
I,
region.
I heard you
So
saying
Like,
that, and I'm like,
when,
really? That's
when
hilarious.
Superman see when
That's hilarious.
Superman is too busy, it's like Superman too busy for something. He gonna send me. You know
That
what
is
I'm saying?
hilarious.
Like when Batman is like trying to fight crime, he's like, oh my goodness, somebody stole a purse. They need help. Let's call the regional hero. And I'm like, yo, I'm right there.
That is hilarious. So that hence the name local hero. I get it now. I got
Yeah,
you.
I'm
yeah.
just local. I can only hero in the general area that I'm in. So I can't hero outside of the area. Like like if if I'm in DC and
He
somebody
got
getting
like a
beat up in
five.
Arlington, somebody getting
He
beat up
got
in
like a five
Arlington,
block radius.
yeah, I can't go to Arlington because that's out of my region. That's out of my district. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
That
stuck there.
is
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm
You're
just
gonna have to
curious.
So
I
call
know you
custom.
said you
You're gonna
at
have to
a
call
lounge
customer
in
service.
DC right now, right? Well, you're working at a lounge in DC. What's your favorite lounge in
no.
DC?
Actually, I work the lounge. I'm in Waldorf, and I work in the lounge in Waldorf,
Yeah, okay,
which is
gotcha.
which is a little famous lounge up here. I don't know if they want me to mention it, but if you know where it's in Waldorf. Like if you look it up,
Okay.
you're like, oh yeah, that's the lounge.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I got you on that. Okay. Well, cool. Well,
But
what is I see you over there sipping.
mm,
Y'all are just having
yeah,
a good
this is
old
yeah, this is
Well, I'm
Nyack. I'm sipping on Nyack. This is a black owned cognac company.
gotcha.
Um, it's from the guy who was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I actually got a picture when I'm gonna post up on the page.
Okay.
Um, and he says this, and the tagline is, this is why I say this is when hip hop come in, not your father's cognac. Now let me start off by saying this. I'm not a huge fan of Hennessy. I like Douce, I like Conjure, I like cognacs like that. This though, I will put this bottle up against Hennessy, and it's cheaper than Hennessy, and I'll put this bottle up against Hennessy any day. Like to
and see,
me,
Oh
it's
wow.
I don't drink it at
so
all.
much better.
I don't
Oh
drink
wow.
Hennessy at all. Like you couldn't
Me
pay me to drink Hennessy.
likewise. Likewise.
This is
Like
Hennessy.
actually
for me, what Hennessy has become, Hennessy is when broke folks trying to act like they got money.
Oh man. That's
They want to order Hennessy.
that's
I
tough.
don't drink that. Like that's what that is to me. You want to give me something? Give me some Remy. I like that way better than Hennessy.
let me drink with let
I
me drink with my pinky
honestly,
up. Ooh, ooh, Hennessy.
shut up.
Ooh, what the peasants drink.
Uh,
Get that peasant
I
water
That's
away from me.
I mean, like, honestly, the one I like, my cognac that I like the most is actually still Conjure. I just can't
gotcha.
get it here.
You're gonna like it until you try this. I'm telling you, man. This brother did his thing, man. Is black owned. The distiller is a brother. But he did his thing, man. And that's like I said, it was only
I mean,
like $24. It was so
that's why I'm
good.
waiting to
Do
get
you
it.
know I'm a whiskey drinker? It was so good. I went there to buy me a bottle of bourbon, and I tried, and I said, I'm buying 2 bottles of that. So I got this one, and then up here somewhere is the autograph bottle. It's behind the Evan Williams. But yeah, I got the autograph bottle as well. So yeah, that's how good that is. I'm gonna have to talk to that guy. I want that guy on the show too. Like I said, man, this. We just bringing hip hop to the lounge, man. That's what we doing, man. It's for years. Like my problem is like uh she lost. We gotta because I'm gonna ask her about this. This is a good question. I gotta ask him.
I think she can still hear you though.
She can hear me, but I wanna ask her about this. Okay, here she go.
I said she won't be able to respond. She can still hear you.
All right, so here's my thing. Like, so for instance, like when I was growing up, when I used to go to the cigar shops back in the day, it was always cigar aficionado. Like that was the Bible of like the cigar industry and the cigar world.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no offense to Cigar International. This is not a shot. Y'all so much bigger than us that it don't matter what we say at this point, but we will see you one day. But at this point, it don't matter. I feel as though that it had its time. It really did. It had its time. It did great. It did what it was supposed to do, but they advertised stuff that our generation don't care about, or
Mm-hmm.
that is not accessible to our generation. Like, don't get me wrong. I want a rollie too, but the rollies they showing, I can't afford. You know what I'm saying? I like what's my man name? They did Fahrenheit 9/11. What was the director's name? Michael Moore. I like Michael Moore too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would much rather hear a conversation with Spike Lee. I'd much rather hear, I'm saying, a conversation with Cam Newton, who owns a cigar lounge. I'd much rather hear, I'm saying, yeah, they was able to get Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. Respect to Jordan, the GOAT. But I would like to talk to LeBron. I'm not a huge LeBron fan, but I would like to talk to, I want to talk to the hip hop generation. I think that's our niche. That is the lane that we're going into. And that is the lane that we want to attack because I feel as though in the cigar industry is a lot of times where they don't really look at us as a viable demographic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
I
would
mean,
say
but
it's more. It's not even a racial thing. It's just more of a.
It is.
I mean,
It's
it's
It
partly
is.
racial, but then some of it is
it's a little bit of both. It's a little
they
bit of both.
try to make it a little more stuffy. It's
Yeah,
Right.
more it's more it's more polished
it's the
versus
old guard.
just being
It's the
organic and actually
yeah.
just having things that flow together.
You
It's
got
like
the old guard
they
versus
try to script it all and they want it to
yeah
fit into this one little bubble,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
and
got the
that's not
old
what
guard
people want right
versus you got the old guard versus the new guard. We're the new. We're the new. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
it's like with boxing. It's like with basketball. It's like with football. When you're on top of that totem pole and you look down, because it's a long way down. Short rise to the top is a long way down. When you looking down and you see the new guys, you see the young guys, you're like, damn, they hungry. They coming. They coming. They
Mm-hmm.
coming. You trying to think of some way, any way you can to hold that spot.
but eventually you got to give it up.
Eventually,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta relinquish it.
As the old saying goes, every dog has its day.
So,
I
Oh yeah.
agree, and I just, like I said, one of the things that I can fairly say is that, the cigar culture is growing. If you look at the magnitude of some of these cigar weeks and the
mhm.
number of people that pour out and, come out and show support, whether it's in one region or another, we are there. We are there in record number. We are there,
Mhm.
and when I say, and I don't want to really put an age on it, but for me, when we look at 50 and under, we're there, in high numbers. And so,
Mhm.
again, as we said earlier, we're not talking about the traditional near retirement, already retired individual that, just kind of kicks their heels up and drinks their coffee and smokes cigars. We're
The
talking
old white
about somebody.
Republicans.
Right. We're talking about somebody that's still moving and shaking, making stuff happen. Like you said, we got a few brands out, we got mobile lounges, myself, I got my pin line. I mean, there are so many different attributes to the cigar culture that we are tapping into. Recently, I just saw a video catered to the cigar culture. And the interesting thing was I didn't realize when I was at Charlotte Cigar Week that one of the videos was being filmed. I'm actually in it. But
Oh yeah, it's
we
so
had,
many.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
y'all was jumping down there, man.
yeah.
I was
We
like,
had a
man, I
good
wish I would have
time.
known.
We had a
But
good time. You're so
we
close.
Black Smoke Week, Miami.
Oh, I
Oh
know that's
yeah,
gonna be
oh yeah, I'm
now.
there.
Now, what about what is it called? Big Herf or Super Herf? Is that what it's called
Uh,
up there in your area
you talking about the one for
for DC?
I
DMV, I
forgot
should
what it's
say. 'Cause
called. I forgot what it's called. I did see the tickets for it. I forgot what it's
yeah,
called. Oh, the
that's
problem
coming
with
up
DC. Here's my
next month.
biggest problem with DC. There's never nowhere to park.
You
They
right?
have some really good cigar lounges and nowhere to park.
It's like Chicago all over again.
There's no,
Oh
but yeah, but
man.
Chicago is a bigger city. So in Chicago, you can find you can go to a Ralph's or you can find you a neighborhood cigar lounge that has
Right.
parking. DC, Shelly's Back Room, T&G, which is black owned, they have such great lounges, but there's nowhere to park. I went to Cortez, who all his cigars are just their cigars. They sell their cigars. Only place you're gonna get them. Really good cigars. No parking.
Oh man.
I had to park in the bank park. I was like, I don't drove all the way out here. I had to park in the bank parking lot, dart in, get the stuff, dart back out before they towed my car. I was like, man, this is crazy.
Oh wow.
That's the only
It's
problem with
interesting. Like
that.
that's crazy. You know what's interesting about Raleigh, and I'm hoping that it changes really, really soon. We have a bar that sells cigars that we go to pretty frequently. We
Mhm.
have two cigar lounges that are maybe within 20, 30 minutes of each other. Then we have two cigar lounges that just kind of open in cities that are maybe 35, 40 minutes. I'm saying all that to say, Raleigh, you have to literally search for the cigar friendly places. Now, I'm
Hmm.
hoping that changes.
Mhm.
We really need to grow in that area because again, this is Raleigh is just one of the top cities for a number of things because we have so many large corporations coming to our area. And I mean, for us to not have access to certain amenities, i.e., cigar lounges and bars. It's like, why? Like, why is this? There's probably, here in Raleigh, we have what we call Glenwood South, and it's almost like the party district. Lots of clubs, lots of bars, lots of restaurants. There's
Sound like
maybe, if I could name off the top of my head, of all those places, there's maybe three that I know of for a fact that you can smoke cigars at. One recently,
mm,
stopped people from smoking, and I don't know why, but it was one of the most dope places. But we do not have a lot of places that we can go to where cigars are welcome. And I hope that is one of the things that changes. You go to a few cities over Charlotte, you got a few lounges to choose from. Like I said, we have a few lounges on the outskirts, but Raleigh has to do better. And that's one of my big concerns, or
I
that's one of my greatest hopes for Raleigh.
I think that probably comes into just society in general today. So, like you said, they just stopped you guys from smoking. They just
Yeah.
stopped smoking in the bars. All it takes is one or two people who don't smoke to complain. It doesn't matter if you got 500 people who want to smoke. The two who don't smoke have the more powerful voice
Yeah. I think,
because they're like, oh, well, we want to make sure we accommodate them as well.
I mean,
And
if
it's
you
like,
take it,
I kind of see that everywhere when it comes to smoking.
yeah,
It's like they tell people you're an adult. You can do whatever you want. You can make your own decisions, except for you can't smoke because we don't like it.
I mean,
right.
here's the tripped out
We
part
don't
with
want you to
that. With
smoke
you,
because we don't like it.
when you
Yeah.
look at YouTube is starting to do that too. When it started, we had a couple of our videos age restricted. So if it's age restricted, unless you signed in, you can't see that video. And my thing is, like, you can go on YouTube with no age restriction. You can just type on YouTube violent fights, that pops up.
Oh yeah.
You can pop in the
Guns.
twerk video, that pops up. But you shootings, that pop up. But it's like cigars, they're striking, so they're making it. That's why we found other avenues. Cigar Social. If you're not on that, you definitely should be on that. We found other avenues to jump into because we already know how that is.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's like unless you got 100,000 people, 100,000 subscribers, if you're a little page, they're gonna shadow ban you and try to keep you down. That's why
Oh yeah.
our videos is word of mouth. We advertise it on here, Facebook, because we already know YouTube is not. I've had videos from cigar lounges that, and I ain't gonna mention no names, but I had videos from cigar lounges that did great numbers. But
Mm-hmm.
if you look for, like, if you go look for a cigar lounge, it'd be like number 15 behind a lot of other people. I'm just gonna say it like that, behind a lot of other people who, and some of them are big YouTubers, but some of them numbers ain't with mine. Some of them ain't got the numbers I got. I'm like,
And see,
Right.
like I run into the problem, like especially with YouTube. Like if I search for something cigar related, it'll put it in there, but it'll bury it under a bunch of stuff that's not cigar related.
shadow
Mm-hmm.
banner.
So like it'll bring
What they
up
do?
stuff with alcohol, or
Mm-hmm.
it's been times when like I've tried to look up our podcast, and I'll find it. It's like you got to go down probably like 2 or 3 screens,
Mm.
and you've got stuff about video games before ours come up. And I've specifically put in cigars,
Right.
and I'm looking like how is this even possible? Like 98% of the stuff that you got before this video has absolutely nothing to do with what I searched for.
Mm.
Like, so why is it even here? Like, it
Shadow
shouldn't be
banner,
that
bro.
hard to find.
They shadow banner. They trying
I
to
mean,
get.
it's kind of
Trying to get
crazy.
and the problem is, and this is why they're doing it. They're doing it for number one is because when a lot of the cigar podcasts make their deals, they make their deals directly with the person,
Mm-hmm.
so they already getting that money. Then you got to think Coca-Cola ain't gonna want to. Coca-Cola is never going to give us a commercial. It's about smoking, and you can see my hair out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Look,
not gonna
look,
work out.
look, hold on now. The blackest we're
Look,
getting is ludicrous. The blackest
try
we're getting is ludicrous. That's too black.
try try having the name of Donica. Try having that name.
This whole, This whole episode is way too black. Take our
It is.
take,
It
take our
is.
coke, get it out their hands, and you know what?
It
Uh,
is.
uh, Go find Justin Bieber, give it to him. These guys, no coke, neither one of you guys, unless you're getting a drug. No Coca Cola, none of you,
That's funny. That's
none of you
funny.
guys, no Coca, none of you guys,
Yeah,
no Coca Cola. If I see you
That's
with
all
a
right
drink and
because
it
I
has
drink
Coca Cola
Pepsi
in it,
anyway.
oh, you know what? You
that's
know what? You
hilarious.
know what? You know what? I slipped something in your Pepsi. Merry Christmas. Merry
That's
Christmas. Enjoy
funny.
that.
Yeah, and you know what, big one,
Uh,
just to kind of bring the point home of what you were saying, the place that I'm talking about, it was outside because we can't smoke inside here. It's been a few years since we couldn't smoke. It was an outside patio. It was really not
That's
even a
crazy.
patio. It's open air. Like literally,
That's
you
yeah,
could
crazy.
go
no, yeah,
to
that's
the
crazy.
opposite. You could go to the opposite end of this turf area. I would call it that for the lack of better terms. You go to the
Hmm.
opposite end, not be near anybody, and all of a
Hmm.
sudden, again, when we, and I mean the collective, started coming out smoking, they're, oh, wait a
Oh
minute, you
yeah.
can't smoke. But if you go by on a Sunday, you see
Oh,
Marlboros, they're lit.
oh
And I'm
yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Not
So they
not a
should
problem at all.
so they're chewing Marlboros.
Mhm.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening there.
Oh
They're
yeah,
not smoking, they're
Oh
chewing.
yeah,
yeah. I've had that done to me. I've been sitting in a
Oh yeah.
bar
that's a great
and
snack.
everybody was smoking like
That's
Marlboros and everything, and I'm sitting up there and I didn't even open my cigar. I just pulled my cigar out. And I'm getting ready to pull it out the wrapper. It's like you can't smoke that here. Why? It's like, well, the smoke is heavy. I said, but it's just smoke. It ain't like floating cancer. Like, why can't I smoke? Like, I was like, you know what? And my buddy Lou, shout out to Lou, he has this saying, and this is the truest saying ever, because it was 10 of us and we was about to spend some money at this bar. If we can't smoke, we don't go. We all
right.
got up, walked right out.
Yep. And that's how we
Hey,
felt here. We're
how
not
you
going, we're
do?
not supporting them anymore. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We should not have to go through that in 2022. And again, this particular establishment I'm speaking of, I hate to say it, but we made you. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
When the pandemic came and you guys first reopen your, we made you. And so for them to have that stance is kind of like, okay. But like I said, we have our one dedicated bar that sells cigars that, we can go to, and I appreciate them greatly. And like I said, I just hope at some point rather, Raleigh will grow and expand in terms of actual cigar lounges. So that's my
Now
greatest hope.
my thing is like JR, because I'm going to JR Cigars, but like JR Cigars, that's in a nowhere city. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
so,
Oh
but you
yeah.
know what? I guess they so is Cigar International. So I guess there's like always, I guess it's like the taxes are lower in a nowhere city. I guess, which I am
Well,
going to JR.
yeah, you should go. That's a
y'all,
good
y'all,
place to go to. Burlington. That's a good
y'all
place to
have
go.
to
Yeah,
excuse me because I'm kind of on the move at the moment.
Oh, you
yeah,
good.
Because I remembered that I left my windows down and I
Oh
was
yeah.
looking out my bedroom window and realized that it's raining.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
So yeah, so
That's
you know,
what you get. I hope it soaks in your seat. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So,
shut.
Cigar International. They doing their cigar fest is gonna be free this year.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, because they, last year, the last couple of years they had to cancel it.
that could be good.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
so since they had to cancel the last couple of years, they're gonna have it. It's actually gonna be 5 weeks now. So it's gonna start. I
Okay.
think it's September 24th and going to
Mm-hmm.
October. So like, I'm
Okay.
definitely going.
Well, I'm gonna have to make my way to another cigar week. Like I said, Charlotte was really nice. I enjoyed the
Oh man,
atmosphere.
it
I
looked like it was
enjoyed,
going up in Charlotte. Everybody was
yeah.
out there. Cigar
Um,
Madam was out there. Everybody. I was like, man, they got the whole set out there.
and like I said, I think, some of it is because Charlotte is, I can say after going, they're truly a cigar friendly city. The
Mhm.
accommodations that were made, on the days that I was there, I really enjoyed it. I look forward to going, again. And like I said, I cannot wait to hit up another cigar week. I wish I could go to Chicago. Look, I was excited because I thought you guys were going to say you were going to go when you said you were going back home, but I look forward
Now
to going to another cigar week.
it's gonna be just after we go. So
Oh
you know what, if it was there, because I did want to go to the they got a lounge out there that's just open, it's black owned, and they was gonna do something there. So I did want to go there. Which I am
okay.
gonna go there when we go there and see if we can talk to the guy. But yeah, it's gonna be just like we're gonna be just leaving. So I was like, oh man. So
Gotcha.
the only reason I honestly the whole plan at first we was gonna go to Vegas. We was
Nice.
gonna hang out in cigar lounges in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandmother told me that I'm coming home. And there was no argument about it because she said you're coming home, and I was like, but I was supposed to, and she said no, no, you were supposed to be here, and I was like, okay, all right, well I guess that's where I'm going.
Oh man, now
That's
that's
just where I'm
interesting.
going.
Yeah, but you gotta listen to
So
grandma though. Gotta listen to
yeah, I
grandma.
mean, but she a show off. Her birthday is on the 12th, mine's on the 10th, and she gonna have a party on the 9th. She always trying to steal
Oh,
somebody's thunder.
that's funny. That's funny.
Always trying to
Well,
steal somebody's thunder.
oh yeah. But I'm glad that I was able to, I guess, drive the point home of, with my pins being a little bit more stylish. If B1 gives me the stamp of approval, even though there's got a little color, I think I'll take that.
Yeah. I like them. I did. I like the little hard joints. The little hard joints look dope.
Yeah, it's look, I guess I don't think she's watching, but so I made that for my one cousin that I know smokes cigar. I smoke cigars and she does. That's my one cousin of all
Hmm.
I have a lot of cousins. So she is a Delta, I'm a AKA. I made
Hmm.
one for her and one for me. And
Hmm.
I'm gonna gift that to her when I see her next time. Because every time, she's here, she goes, we smoke, so I want her to have something special. That's just kind of our thing, our cousin connection that we gonna have. Look, I don't hope I didn't spoil it today, but look, if I did, she just knows she has a gift coming.
Oh yeah, cigars. Yeah, cigars connect. And this is why I like to tell people: when you sit in that lounge, it don't matter because I've sat in the lounge. I've met my lawyer. I've met my financial advisor. I've met judges, feds, cops. I've met janitors. I've met CEOs. I've
Oh
met
yeah,
felons.
oh
Like
yeah,
when you sit in that lounge, everybody, no matter how much you make, everybody's equal,
oh yeah,
and we
and
all have great conversation.
oh yeah, one thing I can say, when I do go out and I'm smoking a stick, whether it's a person that I've already crossed paths with, or whether it's somebody. I don't know.
Rick, what are you doing? Turn on your
What are you
volume.
doing? Turn on your volume. I'm trying to.
No, whether it's
Okay,
somebody
there you
I've
go.
crossed paths with before, or whether it's somebody that is new to me, we just start having a conversation and it just takes off. And I meet a lot of amazing people that way. That's one thing that I do. I can say about when I'm out smoking a stick, I meet some cool people and meet you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have crossed paths with you guys otherwise. So that's the dope thing I appreciate about the
Yeah,
cigar
when I
culture.
saw it, I was like, I saw your
Yeah, but
stuff. I
I'm
was like,
doing a
yo,
podcast.
I like,
At the
we
moment.
gotta have her on the show.
Well,
We gotta have her on the show. I like these designs. We gotta get them on the show. I don't care when they want to do it. Like you said today, and I jumped. I know, like I jumped from work, got home, took a shower. I've been up since like 4 in the morning. I took a shower,
oh,
and I'm hanging out, man. I'm hanging out. I'm still in there. I'm hanging tough, baby.
oh, well, look, I appreciate it. Look, today was a good day. I'm feeling good. Look, I can quote unquote say I'm in my right mind, as my grandma would say. Uh,
Hmm.
you know, I'm feeling pretty good. Birthday's tomorrow, so today was a good day. I think this was a good start. For me to have just gotten my LLC June
Hmm.
3rd, I've done a pop up, I've done a podcast, and just what the middle of the month, I've got my website up, I've got my seller platform on Instagram and on
Tell
Facebook.
your we before we leave, because we're gonna leave in a few. But I just want you to keep all that in your head because you're gonna tell these people exactly where to find you. You're gonna
Okay,
tell
yeah.
everybody exactly where to find you. You want to make sure they know where to find you at. But yeah, like I said, I saw it. I was like, yo, we got it, we got it. I hit my brother. I said, yo, I got somebody. We got to get him on the show. We gonna do the show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's
And
like, all
the
right,
one
man. Because
the
normally,
one
right now, we would be smoking, but it is
oh
so humid out there. We can't smoke in the house, and it's so humid out there. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink
okay.
then.
So I'm just out of curiosity, what's the temperature where you guys are right now?
It's got to be what's the temperature? 90 some.
Woo, yeah, it's humid.
It's
Yeah,
got to be high 80s.
oh
It
man, yeah,
got
it's
if it
it's
ain't 90, it's definitely high 80s.
Yeah, it's 90 degrees here, but when I say it's humid, I mean it's like somebody opened up a pot and it's boiling as soon as you walk outside and you just walked
Yeah,
into it. It's hot. It's hot.
it's 86 here.
Woo.
So I don't know what it feels like, but it's 86 here with the humidity. Man, look,
Oh yeah.
I keep telling people
Oh
that's
man, I don't know what is
Arizona,
going on with
man.
my
Because
sound
when it
right
was
now.
84, I was in Arizona. It was 84 in Arizona, and it was nice. There was no humidity. It was nice.
Yeah.
We called back here. It was 90 degrees, and everybody was dying. So
Oh my God,
I,
that's
there's
hilarious.
a difference with that humidity. When that humidity kick in, there's a big difference.
Yeah, that humidity is no joke. It makes all the difference with the temperature. 90 degrees in North Carolina and 90 degrees in like California, not the same.
Yeah,
Not the
I telling
same.
people that. All right, but we finna go ahead and get up out of here. Let the people know where they can reach you at.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to shout me out and just
You
looking
will be
me up.
back.
I will be back. And
You will be back.
next time I'm gonna make sure that I can be on 100 instead of like 75 with this cam and everything. But yeah, I actually, like I said, I have a Shopify website, and it is Stycks STYCKSINSTONES LLC. So Sticks and Stones, my company name, and LLC, all together, no spaces, no dashes, anything.com. That is my Shopify. And I'm also on Instagram and on Facebook. On Facebook's, I am Sticks and Stones LLC. That's my page. And then on
Mhm.
Instagram, I am Sticks STYCKS _IN_STONES LLC. So again, my company name all broken down, Sticks_ins_stones LLC. Check me out. I will be happy to create a pin for you. I actually, right before we got started, I heard the doorbell. I got an Amazon package right in, so I'll be making some new pins this weekend and putting
Matter
them
of
up on
fact,
my website.
I know
matter of fact,
I'll definitely be hitting up that page to get me some custom ones made. Maybe I'll start
oh yeah,
getting into pastel colors.
I got to see. I got an idea. I got an idea, and it just popped up in my head because I am a lyrical genius. I am not a gay fish. Shout out to South Park. Um, so what I was thinking was we should have a contest, and the people that win the contest happen to get them a custom stick with our logo made by
You
Sticks
got
and
it.
Stone. How about that?
You got it. You let me
That
We gonna
know.
we
sounds
gonna,
Let
amazing.
me know.
we gonna
Look,
work on that. We gonna start. So we gonna discuss the terms of the contest, and then we're gonna we should do that. Yeah, let's
Now
do
that
that.
look,
sounds like
now
a plan.
I'm just pre-warning y'all. If I happen to win the contest, it's not cheating.
And I'm
I'm
just
giving.
pre-warning y'all, it won't be a corn cob pick, okay? Just let y'all know. I ain't gonna do
See,
y'all like that.
you know,
We gonna
you know
leave
what?
that to
I'm
Big
out.
One.
I'm out.
Big One, we love you. We love you. But we have arrived, and we can do better.
Yeah, we can. But all right, everybody, man, we finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's been great talking to you. Like I said, you're gonna be on the show again.
Oh yeah.
Um, as always, it's your local hero.
B1, aka the altar. Bring your problems to me.
Reminding you to blow your smoke like a goddamn gentleman. We out.
Peace.
Have a good night.